So I want to tell the story of the one time in my life. This only happened one time where a woman actually made one of those overtures towards me.
Yes.
Oh, tables have turned.
Yeah. And it's what officially made me stop making those overtures.
To other people?
Then when I felt it from that side, I went, oh, this is gross.
That
no,
is
thank
so
you.
hilarious.
No, thank you.
Oh my god.
So, the year's a little messy. This is when I had moved back. So it was probably about 2010, 2011 when I had moved back to Indiana. So this is post-Yak. I do most things post-Yak.
Yeah. We all have a Yak timeline.
BY and AY.
Yeah.
Before
This
Yak
is
and
when
after
you
Yak.
hated him so much you literally had to move away.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's
you went
what
all the way to Indiana to get away from Yak.
To get away
Exactly.
from
Yeah.
Yak's sphere
It
of
wasn't
influence.
because California is way too expensive and I have no market job skills. It was Yak constantly being my friend.
Oh,
It's a little
being too generous. Yeah, helping you move too much.
Stop being so nice.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you want to play video games and get wind chills? And I was like, fuck you, Yak. I'm out of here.
Number one, of course I do. Number two, just not with you.
So I'm back in Indiana and I'm living in Indianapolis. I'm over at one of my friends' house. So they're a married couple that I went to high school with. I grew up with them, so I knew them well. My friend Bridget, she had done theater for years, and I'm an old theater kid. I have that's what my degree's in. I have a background in that. So you guys are also unemployable as well.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah, no serviceable traits here.
Exactly. So one of my friend's theater friends from like the community theater was there, and like we were kind of flirting a little bit. It was one of those things that like, oh yeah, this might okay, all right. We both do theater. We know what's going on.
We both do theater. We know what's going on.
Okay.
So we're probably getting married. That's
Yeah, this is theater flirting. We both know what's happening.
We're gonna give each other back rubs and.
So essentially, I kind of I was like determining in my head like, okay, do I want to ask her out or not? And then I sort of decide like, theater people, I love them. I'm a theater person, but we're often a little much. Theater people are always on. They're always like no, this is not the time for show tunes. You can turn like this is my dad's funeral. You don't need to rent right now. Like it's
Show tunes happen as we're lowering the casket.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on.
Mr.
Hold
Q.
them.
It's Mr. Q. That's why you didn't get cast. So I basically kind of decided to myself, like, you know what? It's just a little much. She's still cool. We were still going to be friendly, but, like, I'm not going to pursue that. She didn't like that very much. So she started initially, it started off very innocently because, like, I would promote, like, I was doing a stand-up show. She would show up at the show. Okay. And that's fine. It was friendly enough, but she would, like, corner me for a while and try to talk to me and, like, hey, you want to stick around and get some drinks or whatever? And I'm just like, no. If I have alcohol, my head will explode or whatever. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I kind of
classic excuse.
So, and then there was a couple of times where I accidentally led her on, and I will admit that I was kind of accidentally a dick, but she still took it too far. Okay. So one time she came to a show, and I ignored her when she was there, literally because that day my glasses broke in half, and I can't see people in the. She never came up and said hi to me, and I literally couldn't see. There could have been nobody in that building as far as I knew. I had to drive to the show holding up one of my lenses like a fucking monocle.
Oh my God, Ryan.
So I didn't even get to the show. Like that's like
great
like
for depth perception.
Wait, Ryan, is this an
using
example
one
of
eye.
when you were accidentally a dick? Because this is the most kind way to. Like, I thought you were just like, I accidentally was a dick. I tripped her, and like, you know, and I was like, whoops. You know? You genuinely couldn't see her.
It was really weird. I was like, I just killed her parents, and I didn't know why I did it. So
it was an accident.
No, but like she viewed it like, because we were still at the point where if I knew she was there, I would have said hello.
Yeah.
But I literally didn't know
she was there.
I couldn't see. Yeah. And then she started sending me all these like asshole, like, you're a fucking asshole. I can't believe you didn't talk to me. Like it got really aggressive. And I was like,
she went straight there.
I was like, that's weird. And then the second time I was a dick to her, I literally just didn't recognize her. So that one was my bad. I did not know. I did not know.
Well, she was wearing a monocle that time. So
yeah,
that's all right.
yeah. So that one was my bad. So we had this kind of like, I thought she got the hints that like I wasn't interested in that. Like pursuing a relationship, everything seemed fine. About 6 months pass. This is around Christmas time now. So she sends me a Christmas gift. Via email. So
An email.
So this was 2010. So email was pretty sexy.
Pretty big. Big email year. Big email year.
Big year for email seduction. All right. It was a good year.
Email seduction at yahoo.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which was actually the email address that I had. Sent to. Yeah. It was,
Seduction at yahoo.com.
yeah. It was that and boner owner at Hotmail. Those were, but that one was full. So.
You're the one who got that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was a bone owner too.
But it's TOO.
Yeah, 2 was taken as well. Once I.
Yes. So she sends me this email, and I'm going to paraphrase the actual like text of it because I don't remember this exactly. I didn't save the email because I was freaked out at the time. But she was like, "Hey, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas. I made you something, and I attached some proof of it. If you want more than this, I'm going to need you to take me out to dinner." Wink. It was one of those.
Oh.
And what she had sent me was a painting that she had made. A painting. So a little curveball. I know some of you were thinking like, it was going to be some sort of nude picture. It was going to be some... No.
So it was a nude painting.
Just like a bustier, like not nude, but sexy.
Like,
So I was like, yeah.
I can't hold this towel up forever. So what she sent me was a painting that she made of her blowing me.
Shut
Wow.
the fuck
Yeah.
Is that what you weren't sure you could show on Twitch?
Yes, that was
I'm not sure.
So
I would have never
So
guessed
we're gonna
that
spend the next
being-
maybe 5 to 10 minutes of you explaining
my
exactly
God.
what angle we're working
What
with.
medium?
the only reason, and I might do it eventually, the only reason I've never publicly posted this picture is because I don't want her to find it
Yeah.
and then be like, oh, he still has it. That means that he's...
I'm in.
The most important question here is oil, acrylic, or watercolor.
Right. That's what we want to know.
We'll get to that.
Oh.
Okay.
So,
All
from what I
right.
can tell, again, I don't have the actual picture. I wish I did, but I didn't want to like broach the conversation to be like, no, I don't want this to happen. But let me get on that picture. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let me get that. I need something for the mantle.
You need that.
Oh, that's right. She took a photo of you and was like, I could send this picture. It was in her possession. She never
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let me kind of describe the painting as best as I can. So in case anyone's wondering, you can't see any actual genitalia. It's like, so it's from the perspective.
Tasteful. It's tasteful.
It's like an Austin Powers.
So let's say that like my webcam, yes, basically it's what it was. So let's say the webcam is like the perspective of you would look at the picture. So you can see me.
Okay.
I have no facial features whatsoever.
Just a blank face.
But I do have my glasses. They had been fixed by then. So that's lucky. I did have my glasses.
Yeah.
I could see. So like I said, no facial features. She's down on her knees in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's front blocking.
Yeah, do as you would.
Yeah.
I'm apparently, even though you can't see it on my face because I have no facial features, you can tell I'm enjoying it because my hands are like...
You're on a roller coaster.
I'm like this.
Yeah!
Which I will say, to this day, if I ever do get a blowjob, I immediately go, yay!
Yeah. When you finally get a blowjob, you're gonna do
What's gonna
that.
happen? I'm just gonna be like, I did it!
Riding the ride, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Good.
And apparently,
The thought of a blank face joyously doing that is also super creepy in a way.
yeah, it looked like a weird dystopian nightmare. Like,
Yeah.
It was a happy
like
Slender
what-
Man face.
the women are required to pleasure their demon overlords for all their vanity. Like, it was so strange. And then, like, also, apparently, this particular blowy was so good, it was turning me into, like I was slowly becoming Colossus from the X-Men, I guess. Like, I was radiating like I was an angel. Like, it was helping me reach
Wow.
the or
This
like,
blowjob will
Your-
change your life.
Your final form. You're reaching your blowjob
Exactly,
final
yes.
form.
She
Yeah.
was finally unlocking my potential through my peen.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah. And like again, I prefaced this earlier. Over my years, I'm almost 40 years old. I turned 39 this year, so I'm not saying I'm innocent. I've done some dumb things to try to win over a girl, because especially when you're
We all
young,
have,
at that
yeah,
time,
yeah.
you think like, oh, this has to be the one. I've never felt this amazing,
Yeah,
so I gotta do anything to be. I've done some dumb shit that I later was like, sorry, my bad. That was a
You've
little
sent
much.
tons of weird paintings of you
Yeah.
going down on chicks.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Even in my dumbest, not once have I
Right.
ever thought to set up an easel,
Yeah, right? Yeah.
stretch some canvas, like
She's gonna love this.
some watercolors.
Because you have so much time to realize that it's a bad idea with a
Yeah.
painting.
Uh-huh.
Every stroke you're
And
thinking,
that was probably the
should I do
third
this?
rendition. Like, she painted
Yeah.
all
Oh,
the
yeah.
mistakes.
She was like, "No, I can't get the face right. No face."
Now, what was she wearing? Because is she full for? Is it like head to toe?
Okay, that's a good question,
What is
Mark.
she? What
Let's
is
get
she?
down.
No, she's not wearing anything either. So we're both just.
It's just
we're-
Heine. It's just Heine and
But
heels.
not even that, because like the perspective cuts up like above her
shoulder.
her ass there kind of area. So
Oh,
like
okay, so it's bare back. Is
it's
she?
her back, yeah. So I mean, if you're into crudely drawn backs,
Which
I got
I am.
something for you, Mark.
Which I am.
And that was the next question. How is her art ability? Like,
I never. I'm gonna be cautious with this because
okay.
because the reason this was intrusive wasn't because the art sucked. Okay, so
Okay.
like it was decent. Like I'm not gonna say that painting should only be hanging in my house because it's hilarious. But like I won't say it was good, but I
Right,
won't
right.
fault anyone who's just practicing their art. Like as
Right.
I said. Yak and I were both awful stand-up comics for a long time. I got good, he did not. That's just
Yeah.
the difference. But I never want to fault someone for trying, you know, like
Right.
it's part of the process. But like,
Yak's still in faceless blowjob mode of stand-up.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yes. Yeah, he's
I have some. I have some canvases that I've painted in the past in my garage that they should be thrown away because they are terrible.
He's really.
They're so bad, but there was a time when I was like reading The Alchemist and I was like doing my pages and
you
I was
gotta-
like, I'm an artist, you know, and I was like doing hefty bag commercials, you know, like the real good shit. And I was painting and they're so bad, but like I feel like, what do I do with them? You know, like, do you throw them out? Do you just paint over them? It's tough. It's a tough decision. So,
See, the
I mean,
way
I
that
feel
look
for
at
this
it-
girl. I feel
yeah.
for her. I understand
I look
her.
at stuff like that is it's like it's a sign of your progress. That's why like Yak, I would have loved to have seen those old stand-up sets because then you could look at it and be like, oh, I was dog shit there. And now I've been on television, so I figured it out. Like that worked well.
You know what? I did grow.
Yeah, I did. Because it can be hard to see your growth. Like, not to get too serious, but
Yeah.
if you're an artist,
Yeah, sure.
like
Right.
you're so in your own day to day, you don't know.
That's
To be
feels
honest,
that
at the
you've gotten
beginning you
better.
think you suck. Actually, at the beginning you think you're great, and then when you actually get good, you think you suck.
Yeah.
So you have
Yes.
you have no perspective.
no
on anything. It's like-
perspective.
Yeah, whatsoever. I think I still have a lot to improve on, and I was the third most talented person in America. So what do I know?
Damn.
I actually did find an image of this painting. I'll just show your face if you want. This is this is you right here.
There it
Very
is.
similar.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah,
good of you to have it restored.
Yeah.
That was actually the first version she did, and then it looks too much like she was actually sucking my essence out of my penis. Like, that was me
She was Shang Tsunging you.
I was gonna say that. Oh my.
You know, Ryan, I hate to say this, but one day when we're all old and gray and you're like 75, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, I should have hit her up.
Yeah. I should have got that very
Should have gotten that.
I should have made that painting a still life.
Alexa, find do not answer in my contacts.
Yeah, I don't know what I was so worried about. If she tried to handcuff me to a radiator, I could slide right out. I don't know what I was worried about. It would have been so simple.
Give me your best, lady.
Yeah. So like again, like that moment though, when I got that painting, it made me decide, okay, maybe that is not the best path for me to find love myself. Because now I know how violating it can. Because I'm sure on her end, she didn't think anything was weird about it. She was just like, hey, dudes love getting their dicks sucked. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm a wonderful artist.
Yeah. Gifted.
What if
the most
Things go together.
But what if it pivoted? What if it pivoted just a bit and she wasn't like blowing you, and you guys were just kind of like hanging out? Would that have like changed
park
things a
bench
little?
or
Maybe.
something.
Nursing
May-
a puppy or something.
I mean, no. But
Like if it was a painting of the two of y'all making fun of Yak.
that would have been good.
Now that's
The
hilarious.
two of you holding Yak as his tiny self by the scruff of his
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah, I love in that scenario though. You think I was so on the fence that like what the painting was the deal breaker. Like that was what it was. I told her ahead of time. This painting is just make or break time. All right,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm into.
Yeah.
But
You look at it and you're like,
I was just kind of thinking if, like, from her perspective, like if she would have, I don't know, done a better painting, if it would have made even a difference. I don't know.
You know what?
Yeah.
She would have been better off if she just would have texted me, "Hey, do you want me to suck your dick?" Like that would have been. Because like I still would have said no because I was over it at that point. But at least that's like direct and to the point. The fact that she went through all that trouble made
6
it
months.
astronomically creepier.
Yeah.
6
Like, that's
months.
what made it
She
weird.
took a night class.
Yeah, you said
Yeah.
you didn't see her for 6 months. 6
Yeah.
months later, she.
Yeah. Had she just sent a picture of her titties, like, you want them? I would have been like,
Yeah.
at least that would have been like, okay, I know what the deal is.
Yeah.
But you made it weird and artsy, and now I'm creeped out forever. Like,
Yeah.
She should have done a show tune, really. She should have hit you
Yeah.
where you know is a show tune, the
I would have
theater,
been- yes, she should have hit me right in the tights that
and the
I was wearing.
essence instead of sucking it out. Yeah.
Oh my
Exactly.
God. Mackie says, I once wrote a song for a girl in high school and sang it at my friend's birthday
no.
party, but then chickened out when the line with her name in it came up and just said girl, and then we never dated.
Was it the song Roxanne? Were you just like,
Yes, he wrote Roxanne.
He wrote Roxanne, Mark. Yeah.
oh
Yeah, he
shit?
wrote-
Wow.
Yeah.
Is John Mackey Sting?
Weird.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his Twitch name. That's Sting's Twitch name is John Mackey.
dope?
Wow.
Wow.
That's
that is
amazing.
a great
What a great
story.
thing. What a great thing.
Yeah, well,
Dang.
Lovely.
and, like,
Thank you so much.
I'm hoping to at one point get the courage that I can like actually do something on stage with that painting, but I feel because like art is weird and stuff like that. Like, does she need to be compensated? Do I need?
Yeah, do you have to pay her then?
Well,
You
you
gotta do
probably-
like a
you might
million
need
bucks.
permission, I guess. Huh?
Yeah.
But if it's your likeness, don't you kind of own it a little bit?
Whose likeness is it though? There's no face on it. That's not
no
going to
face.
hold up in
Nobody's
court.
likeness.
That's
Yeah.
not going to hold up.
Likeness of crippled Colossus. That's like. It could be like that. Could be anyone else's weird ass arms turning into a metal angelic creature. Yeah, maybe I should. That's a good idea, Mario 42. Maybe I should just get someone on Etsy to recreate it. Just commission,
Yeah,
like
just-
remake this.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Actually, yeah.
Just like when whatever cops use.
A sketch
Yeah,
artist.
sketch artist.
Whatever.
Yeah. He had no face and he was getting his dick
It's
sucked.
like charades, a gun, handcuffs, police
Okay.
car, a baton, a tail. What do we
A
got?
sketch artist rendering of the painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone here is an artist, take what I've
Please.
described.
Oh,
and
wow.
recreate it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get that to you, Ryan. We'll get that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We have a few. We have a few.
Why? But this brings it back to why is it so hard to just be honest and direct with feelings? It's so
well, because you want to
difficult
do
be a
something
human.
bigger than that. You want to go above and beyond, but really all you need to be is, like you said, just direct and real.
Well, you also have to
it's so
remember,
hard.
like both of us were theater nerds as well, and theater people don't
That
do
ruins it.
normal like theater people. A lot of us, our personality is based on how much bigger we are than everybody else. We're so crazy, you know.
Right.
So like, I can't just be like, "Hey, so you want to go get coffee sometime?" It's got to be like, to tell you I want to get coffee. Here's a parade that I've scheduled.
It's a bunch of marching like cappuccino cups.
Yeah.
Whenever that trend, what was it, the flash mob trend that was like
Flash
real hot
mobs.
for a while there? Yeah. That's how you used to just theater people ask each other to get coffee. What used to be just flash mobs.
basic
Well, now
stuff,
it's all promposals. There's the whole thing of the
Promposal.
promposal is what the kids are doing these days.
What's
Promposal?
Well, you make a big deal out instead of just asking somebody to a prom. You make a big show out of
You
the
light their
past.
locker on fire.
Yeah, you light their locker on fire. You paint a picture of you blowing them. You
something. You kill their parents and
you stab their parents.
Prom.
Question mark! Exclamation point.